You see what the title is. Are we physical beings? Are we physical beings having a spiritual experience? Or are we spiritual beings having a physical experience? So now let's think about it. I don't know if I talked about this on my live yesterday, but we're still in the same place that God created. We still in the same place. And so if God is a spirit and we're in the same place that God created and we're in the place that God resides, then that would make everything that you see on the outside spirits. Now, what is the physical being? If what you're seeing on the outside is a spirit, then what is the physical being? The physical being is the internal being. The physical being, you could almost say that the physical being is just like on Men in Black. Like when they approach the people, they look like regular humans, right? So that's the spirit that you seeing on the outside. What you seeing right now on the screen, you looking at a spirit. I'm seeing myself. I'm looking at a spirit. But who I am on the inside, you can't see. You can't see. That's the physical being. It's just like Men in Black. You go back and watch Men in Black. They showing you this. What's up with it, cool dude? This live is about, are we physical beings having a spiritual experience, or are we spiritual beings having a physical experience? So now, from my understanding, how I'm starting to look at it is because we in the same place that God created, right? And God is a spirit. So God created a spiritual place. So exactly, it's a great film. Especially it explains how we all physical beings. You can't see who people are on the inside. Okay, so now question. Bluest eyes. This is the question right here. How do you know that I'm a spirit? You know that I'm a spirit because you can see me. If you couldn't see me, you wouldn't see a spirit. But now, just because you see a spirit doesn't mean you see who I truly am, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm referencing the movie Men in Black. Okay, so now your spirit is your energy, right? So answer this. When you die, your spirit stays here, right? Because your body is still present. Your body is still here. But you, the physical being that's on the inside, is gone. You not here no more. But the spirit that you possessed is still here. Because it belongs here. It was created here. It was created here. This is the spiritual place. This place that we in is the spiritual place. The ancient and divine place. This ancient, infinite, never-ending place. This is where spirits come to and live, because spirits live forever. So just because you leave don't mean spirits are gonna leave. The spirits, your spirits is always gonna be here. Spirits live forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. But you have to possess a spirit in order to be here. You have to possess a spirit in order to be here. Yeah. Really think about what I'm saying. Because spirits are constantly being born. Well, see, this the thing. No, your spirit has to possess a body to be a physical being, but the spirit is your soul which lives on. Okay, now, I understand what you're saying, right? But there's no buts to it. Even though you as an individual may pass on, human bodies been here forever. Human bodies been here. We can't even really pinpoint the actual time of how long human bodies have been here. So the human body itself is the spirit. Just because your internal being leaves out of this body don't mean bodies stop being made. It's still bodies that keep coming. It's still more spirits that keep coming here. But the spirit is the actual skin. This is the spirit. Everything is alive with or without me. If this eyeball come out, I'm still gonna be alive. This is all spirit. This is my brain. This is my brain looking around. This is my lungs. This is my lungs and my heart talking. Yes, that's why I just said we still here in the place that God created, meaning that God is still present here right now. Like we still in the same day that God created life. That day never changed. It's still the same day. Everybody just get old and pass on. Internally, because the actual flesh, the actual spirit is still here. We still get the bodies. We still get these right here. But you only get a limited time inside your body. You only get a limited time inside to possess a spirit. You can't possess a spirit forever. But the spirit lives forever though. The spirit continues to live with or without you. You can drop right now and it keeps going. But but how long has this outer shell been around? Not your own individual outer shell, but the outer shell itself. You can't pinpoint that time. You can't even say the beginning because it isn't no beginning. It isn't no end. It just keep going on. And we still in the same day. So put it this way. Let's just say, okay, the only reason why your great-great-grandfather or your great-grandfather isn't here is because they got old. It's not because years went by. It's because their bodies wore out. But the internal being of who they were, he probably was still a young person on the inside, but physically the spirit drains, the spirit dies off. But the spirit itself lives forever. Like you just can't possess a spirit forever. Meaning that you can't just be in this body, and then when this body get old, you jump in a new body. And then when that body get old, you jump in another body. You can't do that. But the body itself lives forever. Bodies live forever, if that makes sense. If one person passes, it's plenty of more people here. So now, when you understand that, what does that mean? When you understand that, okay, I'm a spirit, I'm in a spiritual place. What does that mean? Now, that means that any type of issues that you having on the outside is somebody trying to take over your internal being, your physical being. Somebody's trying to get in there, and put it this way, all your problems are coming from the outside. But right now, everybody's trying to make it seem like, oh, well, you need to meditate. Well, you need to think about this and think about that and blame yourself. It's not your fault. It's not your fault because everything is coming from the outside. Put it this way. Let's just say if I was riding past McDonald's. Now, I like a mocha frappe. I like a mocha frappe and a medium fry. So I'm riding past McDonald's. I see the McDonald's sign, and I think in my head, let me stop and get a mocha frappe and a medium fry. That's not me talking. That's McDonald's talking and using my brain to communicate with me. It's simple. So you got a bunch of outside forces fighting for possession of your internal being, your physical being, the person that's gonna leave once this body is still here. Think about it. At some point, you gonna have to confront where you gonna go once you leave up out of your spirit. Because your spirit is, to a certain degree, your ship. This is a ship that you own. You a giant. You really about this small inside of your body. You probably about this small inside of your body. Does that mean our future is fixed and we can't change it? No, that means that you can change it. That means that you have influence. If you work from the inside out, meaning that you don't sit inside, but everything that you got inside, you push out. So if you got an idea to do something, do it. If something telling you to get up and go walk, go walk. If something telling you to go on a diet, go on a diet. Don't think about it. Because all the forces that's working against you is coming from the outside to the inside. That's everything that's working against you. And you see everybody right now, they pushing this whole agenda of, oh, think. Oh, spirituality. Spirituality is you going inside your mind and meditate. No, spirituality is me being outside and living in this life. That's what spirituality is. It's a spiral. That's what spirituality is, for you to move around, for you to get around, for you to do things. It's a spiral, spirituality. This is where God is at. This is the place God is here. Where else is God going to be at? Where else is God going to be at? So now, this is heaven. Just because people make your life hell, don't mean that this ain't heaven. Everything that we fear is because somebody told us to fear it or somebody made us fear it. And most of the things we fear, we got that fear as children from what happened to us as children. You know, when we came here as real gods, and then you had everybody pumping all this nonsense into your life, into your ears. Because when they say, when they say, when in the scripture, when they asked the devil, or when they asked Satan where he was, and the Satan said, when God asked Satan where he was, he said, I've been walking to and from the earth, seeking whom I may devour. The earth is the ear. Ear, E-A-R, ear, earth, E-A-R-T-H. If you look up what TH means, that means something that continues on. Earth, ear, here, you're here, you hear, earth, here, walking to and from the earth, from the ear, seeking whom I may devour. So he wasn't walking around. He was just getting in people's minds. And that's what everybody trying to do. Everybody trying to get in your head. See, me, I'm not trying to get in your head. I don't want to be in your mind. I don't want you to think about me. Everybody else wants you to want to get in your head. Everybody else wants you to be their follower. When we are born, where does our spirit come from? And also, are we just born to die? So now, when we are born, where does our spirit come from? So now, let's go back. The spirit is the body. That's what you got to understand. Understand that first. Your spirit is your body. So now you want to know where your physical being come from. Where are you coming from? The person who's sitting back when you do think, that person that's inside of your head. That's who you want to know. Where does that come from? That's the eternal being. Eternal, internal, eternal being. Look, and then, okay, what you say? Where does our spirit come from? Also, are we just born to die? Look, understand this. This is what I'm about to tell you to mess your head up, man. I ain't trying to mess your head up, but understand this. We are in the same day God said, let there be light. So it ain't no born to die. Everybody is born today. Everybody lived only one day. Everybody only get one day to live. This is only one long, never-ending day. You're in the same day that Jesus walked the earth. You're in the same day that Moses parted the Red Sea. You're in the same day that Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. You're in the same day that Dr. King was assassinated. Any type of trauma you went through, you're in the same day it happened. That's why people don't get over things that happen to them, because they don't understand how time works. Benjamin Banneker is the one who created time. Now, people argue all they want. Oh, time was created this, time was created. Benjamin Banneker made time. He made time. And man, yeah, I don't even want to say man-made, because man is an ancient divine being. Man has been around. We can't even put a time on it. You can't even put a time on how long man has been around, because it's only been one long, never-ending day. You just can't live long enough. Fit you as an individual, but people, the body is going to live forever. Allegedly, because that's why Jesus came and gave a warning. Allegedly, this place going to last forever. Because a lot of the things that we even accustomed to right now ain't even been around forever. Like dying in a car accident. Cars ain't been around forever for people to die in car accidents. This is the same day. That's how come you'll never get over it. I mean, you can get over it once you understand that he lived the same day that you did. He still lived today. So once you understand that he still lived today, then it's easy to get over it, because you understand that he was still here. That's how come people be like, they feel like he's still here, because he technically is still here. He just died. He just died. But he technically was still here today because the days don't change. Time don't change. You just get older and die. That's it. That's all. See, this the thing. This the thing right here. Imagine, okay, is he still alive? Technically, he gotta still be alive. If we still in the same day, he gotta be alive some way, somehow.